Told you.
I think we're ready
You
to
were
take
like,
questions.
I'm crazy right now. And I was like, never mind, I didn't tell you. I was like, so this was the.
Ready to go? Okay. I will call the Wednesday, September 7th meeting of the City of Cleveland Board of Control to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Directors Griffin.
Here.
Abanama.
Here.
Kane.
Here.
Interim Director Kramer.
Here.
Directors Williams. Here. Margolius. Here. Howard.
Here.
Hernandez.
Here?
Patton. Here. Jackson.
Here.
McNamara.
Here.
And Martin.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Director Kane, will you please speak to your resolution?
Yes, good afternoon, acting mayor, members of the board. Department of Public Utilities has two recommendations for consideration this afternoon. For 110-22, rejecting all bids received on June 30, 2022 for the WPC new guard station. And 111-22, approving the public improvement contract to Cold Harbor Building Company for the Engle Pump Station renovation, approving various subcontractors in the amount of $7,392,000. Requesting approval.
Are there any questions for Director Kane? There being no questions, will the secretary please call the roll?
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Adopted.
Director Kramer, could you please speak to your resolution?
Thank you, Mr. Acting Mayor, members of the board. I have one item to bring for your consideration today, approving WR Restoration as a subcontractor to ST Plus Corporation under contract number PS 2022-0102 for parking operations and management services at North Coast Harbor. The specific reason for bringing on this particular subcontractor will be to do some work on a sinkhole that is developed in one of the north lots north of the Brown Stadium there. And so they're bringing this company on to do that repair. For this, we request your approval.
Great. Director Kramer, WR Restoration is a non-certified CSB, MBEFB. Does that mean that you believe that they are, but they haven't been certified yet?
They are not a certified CSB.
No, I understand that, but are you saying that they would qualify if they went through the process that you
I
believe?
do not know the answer to that.
Okay,
Mike Curtis from OEO.
okay, yeah. Is Mike here? Oh. Yeah, do we know whether WR Restoration would?
I don't know, but I don't believe so.
Okay. Are there any questions for Director Kramer? There being no questions, will the secretary please call the roll?
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Director DeRosa, please speak to your resolution.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I have two recommendations today. The first is authorizing the first modification of contract with E.L. Robinson Engineering of Ohio Company for additional professional engineering services to provide design, planning, coordination, and support services for 5 immovable bridges, and increasing total compensation under the contract to $860,073, and approving subcontractors for services under the modification. So the modification is an increase of $327,980. The OEO goal is 10%, and the contractor has agreed to meet that 10% even with the increased amount of the contract. And the bridges in question are Carter, West 3rd, Willow, Eagle, and Center. This particular work relates to the Eagle Bridge, and this firm has done extensive work for us related to the Eagle Bridge, and so that's why we're suggesting that we increase the contract to allow them to continue work on that particular bridge. The second recommendation is rejecting all bids received on August 11th, 2022 for the public improvement of the Hudson Avenue and Frank Avenue Extension Project. This is a roadway project. All bids came in over budget. The low bid did not submit all the required forms. So the second highest bidder was $1.5 million over budget. Therefore, we're recommending that we reject all bids and rebid the project.
Are there any questions for Director DeRosa? There being no questions, Secretary, can please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Dr. Margolius, would you please speak to your resolution?
Absolutely. So this resolution would look to extend our contract with Case Western Reserve University for another 6 months. This initial contract started in the throes of COVID. We lost our entire epidemiology program, and so the Case program came and saved us. They've been great, and we are looking to extend an additional 6 months, and this should be our last extension. And you can see the increase in the total to not to exceed $1,650,577. All this money is paid for through the COVID Enhanced Operations Grant that comes from the Ohio Department of Health.
Thank you, Doctor. Do we have any questions for Dr. Margolius? There being no questions, if the Secretary could please call the roll.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Director Hernandez, will you please speak to your resolution?
Yes, we are still holding on this item.
Okay. So,
There it is.
thank you. Are there any other walk-ons or business to come before the Board of Control?
Yes. Okay, I'm requesting to introduce a resolution for the purchase of 4 parcels and portions of 5 parcels from ODOT at a value not to exceed market value, where the consideration to be paid is $89,500 to be transferred to Orlando Bakery for the construction of a cold storage facility that they will use, and also lease space to other food-related business opportunity corridors.
Are there any other questions?
The role of the board here is to determine if the consideration is fair market value, not exceeds fair market value. The board will
Yeah,
determine
so-
if the consideration does not exceed fair market value.
Yes, that's the part of the agreement.
Part of the resolution?
Yes.
Okay. So can we call the roll? Yeah.
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Director Abenama, do you have a walk-on tonight?
Yes, we have one item from the Office of Sustainability.
Hi,
Direct-
about the resolution, I'm gonna pass it over to, Navratan.
Good afternoon, Acting Mayor and Board of Control. Thank you for allowing us to hear this speech. This is about a contract modification for an existing energy supply consulting services company called Amelec Energy Services. And the request is to do the first contract modification, one for requesting additional professional services to help us with what is called as a community choice application, which we have done before, and also to revise the payment structure that the city will be paying Amelec Energy Services. That is more direct payment by the city and also a discount for doing some upfront payment services. So that's pretty much the summary of what we're doing. We already have an existing contract, and so we are requesting a full contract.
This is for community choice aggregation of electricity.
For us, for the consulting services to help us with community choice aggregation. They're also helping us as a city in terms of purchase of electricity, supply, and gas. And we are revising the payment structure for the city to be more directly and have better control about the payment structure that the city should be paying rather than indirectly to a supplier.
And this will be for both electricity and gas.
Electricity and gas. And Commissioner White Johnson, I just want to give a shout out for helping us with all of this.
Are there any questions with respect to this resolution? There being no further questions, Mr. Secretary, could you please call the roll?
All in favor of adoption of the resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Adopted.
Are there any other walk-ons or business to come before the board? There being no further business, I declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you.